ekene m eke nwoke kene nwaanyị kene ikwu kene ibe kene eze na ọzọ kene ụmụ okorigbo jidebe kene ụmụada na ụmụ ọkpụ kene ndị ichie ndị mbụ na ndị egede n'Igbo niile kene ahịa na-anọ ụbọchị naanị Igbo jidebe kene mmụọ nwe ya nwaanyị ha wee na-ekene mmụọ eke kene mmụọ oye kene mmụọ ọfụ kene mmụọ nkwọ wee na-ekene mmiri niile nọ n'ala Igbo kene mmụọ nwe ya mmiri. Ana m ekene mmụọ niile ezugbo mmụọ nwe mmiri nọ n'ala Igbo ada mmụọ na-ekene wee kene enu kene anị kene ezinụzọ kene mmụọ niile Igbo jiri dee ebube kene aja anyị Igbo nna agha ekene mmụọ eji wee biri anyị Igbo wee kene eze Chukwu okike abịama ada mmụọ na-ekene. Ana kene gị n'ụbọchị taa ụmụ Igbo niile ụmụfa niile ji wee cheta ndị nwụrụ maka anyị. Ana m ekene gị ezi chi m, ọ dịghị izi ọsọsọ ụbọchị tata ka m ji efu ụbọchị tata ime ka mmata dat na ụbọchị tata ụbọchị jikọrọ Biafrans niile ọnụ ọkachasị ụmụ Ajani. Yes, ọkachasị ụmụ Ajani obodo ọwụna ha nọ ha kwuru okwu otu onu ọkachasị ndị nọ n'Ajani Igbo nna ezichim imere ka ha kwukwu okwu n'otu onu. Nna m site na amara gị ọnwụ site na amara anyị na-ekenekwa gị n'isi awarida Maazị Nnamdi Kanu n'isi ọbata obi Simon Ekpa Njọkụ na-ekene gị n'isi ụmụ Ajani niile ebe ọ na ha nọ na mana na-ekene gị wee na-asị nọgidere m ha chekwala m ha duole m ha lụọla m ọgụ zoro ezo ebe ọ na ha nọ na ise o nwere nke ka o mee ama na-asị ike yes onye ndu onye ekpere gị gọzie anyị nna m.
ezi onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile Chukwu okike abịa ma bụ onye anyị na-efe na-agọzi aha nsọ ya onye ọ bụla ya na-achị na onye mmụọ na mmadụ na-erubere isi na onye ọ bụla ya bụ ọka aka ụbọchị ene ka anyị na-etu gị eze ebube dị ngọzi mmalite na ọgwụgwụ ndị gboo wee tụọ gị ebighị ebi onye nwe m ụmụ gị wee gbakọọ n'ụwa niile iwe nara ozi ọma nke gị onwe gị n'ezi na nke ebere dị ngọzi anyị wee na-asị na onwe ọbụla nke anyị onwe anyị bụ n'ihi na ọ bụ anakpa sọsọ ka mmadụ dị ndụ ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ maka na okwu nsọ gị na-adịrị ma ruo mgbe ebighị ebi n'ihi na okwu gị niile ga-abịarịrị na mmezu ọ bịa nwere Biafra ga-eji wee bịa na mgbe nke anyị wee na-akpọkụ gị wee na-arịọ gị na-asị lekwa ude nke anyị na-asụ n'akwa nke anyị na-ebe ka o metụta gị n'obi onye nwe m na Chineke nna nke igwe biko dịka isi wee napụta ụmụ gị n'ọbụ n'Ijipt gocha wegwezuga ụmụ gị bụ ndị Biafra mgbodo ekwensu bụ zuu nke mmadụ dị ndụ karị anyị wee na-aja gị mma na-asị gị n'ime ọnọdụ anyị na anyị ga-ekele ha nsọ gị wee nye gị nsọpụrụ n'ụtụ na ịja mma mgbe niile n'ihi na anyị enweghị ichi ọzọ ebezuga gị anyị nwe anyị anaghị efe arụsị ọbịa mere iji wee na-agọzi nsọmụkwụ anyị niile ọbịa mere IPOB ji wee gbaa mgbọrọgwụ n'ụwa niile anyị anaghị atụ egwu mmadụ dị ndụ anyị wee na-eto gị eze ebube dị ngọzi si gị biko gbatara anyị ọsọ enyemaka ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye anyị defe nwanya bụ isi ala nye ka i wee napụta ndị gị n'ọbụ nke ekwensu anyị wee na-enye gị ofe na nsọpụrụ na ịja mma na-asị lekwa ka ndị iro anyị niile ka kasisi wee baa ha ọnụ ha wee daa hapụghị ekonye ọzọ obodo ekwensu bụ zu ala nwekwa n'ihi eze ebube dị ngọzi anya ọnwa anyị bụ ụmụ gị wee na-akpọkọ ha nsọ gị na-asị na emeghị ichi ọzọ egwezuga gị anyị wee na-aja gị mma wee na-eto gị na-asị onye kere ihe niile kere mana nwere onye kere na n'otuto niile na nsọpụrụ niile na ịja mma niile mara onye bụ ka a na-arịọ gị ise
Anya na ụbọchị naanị ndị chi m gọziela gị nna m chimziela gị ụmụ Ajani ka eke unu mere a na-ekwekwa egwu ama na a na-ekwe ụbọchị taa ụbọchị anyị yes ụbọchị anyị ji echeta nne anyị ụbọchị cheta nna anyị ụbọchị anyị ji echeta nwanne anyị ụbọchị anyị ji echeta ụmụ anyị ndị nwụrụnụ go nnwere onwe Biafra. Ọ tata ka anyị na-echetafa. Ụbọchị tata ụbọchị pụrụ iche. Yes, ụbọchị pụrụ iche. Ụbọchị tata wee ezigbote ụbọchị pụrụ iche anyị kwesịrị iji wee na-ekene Chineke. Maka ihe nji si na anyị na-ekene Chineke n'ụbọchị tata ụbọchị pụrụ iche anyị kwesịrị na-ekene Chineke na anyị agaghị echezọ histri anyị. Ụbọchị tata mere anyị mara dat na anyị nwere histri, anyị mara ebe anyị si, makwanụ ka o si wee bido. Yes, mara ka o si wee bido. Ụbọchị tata mere m ya, so ana m ekene Chineke n'ụbọchị ọmụ ya tata, wee na-asị ka mkpụrụ obi ndị niile egburu n'ọgụ Biafra, ma ụmụaka nwụrụ na akwashi ọkọ, ka mkpụrụ obi ya hapụ izu ike, maka na ihe ha ji wee nwụọ enwetabeghị ihe. Ha nụrụ ọgụ a na mbụ, ha ya anụkwa ya ọzọ. Ebe ọ na ha anụrụ, ha ya na-anụ ya ọgụ. Mkpụrụ obi ha ya ezunata ike na ndokwa, because nwe otu ahụ ka ha kwesịrị isi wee nwụọ. Onwere onye nwụrụ na akwashi ọkọ obi dị mma, amasị bi ya esi wee zuru ike. Onye nwụrụ n'obi mgbawa, onye nwụrụ n'arịrị, onye nwụrụ n'ilu ụjọ, onye anwụ ọnwụ chie, onye agụụ gụgidere egugide egugbuo ya ọnwụọ, ka o ya esi wee zuo ike na ndokwa. Agwara m ụnụ si ụnụ na m ezigbo ndị niile nwụrụ na ihe gbasara njem Biafra, na ndị nwụrụ n'ọgụ Biafra, ma ndị nwụrụ n'afta mkpụrụ obi ha ezunata ike chaa. Ọ ntara na ihe ha ji wee maka ya wee sacrifice their life emezuo. Without Biafra bịara, their life they can never enwenataghị ike izu ike. Na ha zuru ike Biafra bịa na ha zuru ike. So ụmụnne m, afọ nke ụbọchị si wee dị, see that na Biafra ebe ji akara ya ata were egwu. Ọ dị ụnụ ka Biafra anyị enweta ya. Awọchiri m ebe niile, ma ndị Germany, ma ndị Italy, ma ndị everywhere, South Africa, onye ọna obi dị m ụtọ. And ihe na-atọkacha m mgbe m na-ege ntị ka nnu m awadida Maazị Nnamdi Kanu sịkwa, awadida Maazị Nnamdi Kanu asụ ha, ana m anụ ya. The only thing everybody na-ekwu Biafra, egwu everybody na-agụ Biafra. Onye ọbụla na-asị na ndị Igbo aya unite, aya unite, na-atụ ezigbote asị. Because mgbe ndị na social media, ihe na-efokọs na-achọ ka nwara kene na onye nwere onye mere understand ihe na-eme today. O nwere ndị eme understand. Afụkwara m ndị eme understand o, fụkwa ndị mere understand, mana ndị mere understand karịrị ndị eme understand. So nwa wee na-ekene Chineke na anyị nwa ka na-emeri. Yes, anyị nwa ka na-emeri. Ana m ekene ụmụ aja na niile nọ n'ụlọ, ụmụ Igbo niile nọ n'ụlọ. Hey, ọnụ nwa aka, ọnụ nwa aka, ọnụ nwa aka, ọnụ nwa ike anyị ji aba. Yes, unu gosi m na tata nọ anyị nwa nwunye na ala Igbo mụrụ nze mmụọ ọzọ, and everybody nọ na ala Igbo mụrụ nze mmụọ ọzọ bawuru today. Asị m unu thank you. Asị m unu Chukwu gọzie unu. ụmụ Ajana niile ndị nọ n'ụlọ ka m na-agwa ada ndị mbụ na ndị egede obi jupụtara m na-aṅụrị iji gwa unu eziokwu. Yes, obi jupụtara m na-aṅụrị. Ahụ na unu n'anya ụlọ ya na ya na-anya na main road juru eju. Ọ na-abịa n'azụ ka m were kamera pụọ na ụnụ ya afụ ihe na-akpọtụnụ n'ilo. Ọ gịnị na-akpọtụ? Enweghị ya na-akpọtụ na awọ na anyị meriri na anyị gbara bọọlụ tata wee merie. Yes, anyị gbara bọọlụ wee vuo kọp. So obi na-atọ ụtọ. Ejibe main road na blọkụ main road na-egbuso nsọ họn. So ọ bụrụ ihe inye aṅụrị dole m nwa kedokwala ndị na-agba bọọlụ na ndị a na-agba bọọlụ. So ụmụnne m, amam nke m na-egosi unu ala ihe niile m na-egosi unu ebe a tata unu afụzugo na soshal midia. Ihe m na-egosi unu tata ama na unu mere m expect ịbịa live. No, tata wụ ụbọchị eji echeta ndị nwụrụ n'agha. So mụnwa mere nke m na-enwe njichi ime. Mụnwa mere onwe nke m na-enwe njichi ime na-enekwa. So ụmụ Ajani ọnụ na-abatụ na Asia ọwụta ka anyị ekwu ihe anyị fụrụ.
This is the indigenous people of Biafra, South Africa, live on Amokwe. Nigeria. This is the Biafra Day celebration coming to you live from Amokwe TV.
Ije ahụ onye Fulani ụmụ gbọ ntọgbọsịa ya dị anọ n'ụdịrị ya because ha alaghị ka recognize ya. Ha alaghị ka ha gosi ya ka ha mee ka ama na ha nọ ụmụ ada ụmụ Ajani. Yes, obi dị m ụtọ. Achọrọ m ịma yes, ọkwa ifụrụ ụbọchị taa. Oh my God, nọ na-emere onwe m akpọkụ mmụọ niile nọ n'ala Igbo ka ụmụnne nna na-ege ntị.
Biafra live broadcast on Amokwe TV. This is Biafra Day live broadcast on Amokwe TV.
South Africa. South Africa. Biafra nọ na South Africa, Chineke gọziele m unu. Yes, so obi dị m ụtọ. Yes. Happy second Yes. Amen. I'm gonna buy everything. I'm gonna make it this out. Amen. This is IPOB in South Africa. Helen, our demands in Ghana, not on 30th May 2026. When the Biafra was here,
We never forget.
I know it's spiritual. People are here, what they are, it's not here to have every email. You gotta go. I want testimony now. This Biafra struggle is flying, and I'm not going to see it. Well, look at it. I'm not going to have testimony now. This is going to Biafra. The man I'm going to ask. And they don't get what testimony. I took away up and never with testimony. Because if you fly back, we're going to explain. I just got today. In the Biafra. You gotta go. So because I don't know, line make it, you ever have 10 line. 10. Make the journey when I do for you. Where that? I don't know about you. I'm
Yes.
make a space, Biko. Make a space. Make a space.
Amokwe TV live broadcasts coming to you from Johannesburg, South Africa. This is Biafra Heroes Day, 30th May 2022.
Biko, get on your woman. Get it. Everybody get the laka now. Everybody get the laka. Everybody can woman to metu. I woman they metu for I dey people from them ram. Everybody can woman get on it that I dey metu here. Make get on it that I want to get the metu here.
engage the microphone for me to this is This is Amokwe TV live broadcast coming to you from Johannesburg on Biafra Heroes Day. We have a comrade here, one of the Biafran top leaders in South Africa. We are going to have a brief interview with him. Hello, sir. Can we meet you? This is Amokwe TV live reports.
Thank you.
Can you please tell us your name, where you are coming from in Biafra land, and what is happening here today?
Okay, my name is Mazi Onwukebuka. Mazi Onwukebuka is from Ihara, local government, and I'm born up in Biafra land. Then we are here today to commemorate and celebrate the life of our heroes and heroesses. Those who have paid the price for us to still remain. Those who, despite what injustice meted to them, still say no. We can drop our lives. We can go down in the grave for our ship, who they are. Despite stealing the sovereignty from our people, they still remain resolute.
Okay. Can you please tell us the significance of this day in Biafran history?
Believe you me, yesterday when I remember today, I was overwhelmed with joy. I'm supposed to be at work right now, but I know the importance of this day to me. That is why I have chosen to shut down my business,
okay,
and come here to celebrate our heroes.
Okay, this celebration, is it only done here in South Africa or?
No, the celebration is all over the world, in more than 130 something countries in the world, including in Biafra land. Today, Biafra land is on lockdown.
Okay.
We can testify that all over Biafra land it's a ghost zone.
Okay.
No go area.
Okay, so what can you tell the people of Biafra on this day?
What I'm telling the Biafrans all the world is that they must remain resolute. Nnamdi Kanu has given birth to Nnamdi Kanu. I am one of them. Today I tweeted a saying that says the quest for Biafrans, the quest for freedom is not a child's play, but it is a task that men like Dim Odumegwu Chukwu, Nelson Mandela, our Lion of Africa, Nnamdi Kanu, know too well that there is a risk involved in this, and they have taken that part. Am I very safe?
When did he? Also, our Lion of Africa, our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. Oh my God. Chineke gozele gị nna m. I salute you. Na-aga n'ilu.
Has chosen that way, that path, to be a part in that people who will restore Biafra. That even if my life is dropped down, that people behind me will put it on the record that these are people who gave their life for us to live.
Okay, so what can you use this moment to tell the Nigerian government who are holding the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra on hostage?
Thank you, question. I have been expecting that question. I want to tell our people, Nigeria people, Nigeria, the zoo, and also not only Nigeria, the British government, because Nigeria is a company that belongs to Britain. So now my sort of and also kind advice to them is that we have fought the war that ended in 1967. We are not ready to fight any other war. The only war we are waiting for is referendum. That is the only, our demands are very clear, simple. Release our leader. He committed no crime known to law. And give us the date for referendum so that we will exit Nigeria peacefully. We will still going to be friends and close countries. And we're still going to do business together. It's nothing wrong for us to exit and still remain. So we are demanding for release of our leader and the release the date for our referendum.
Okay,
because if Britain can exit, EU through referendum, I don't see anything wrong for Biafra. You know, this man Obama, former president of the United States of America, make a statement. He said, keeping Nigeria one is a task that must be done. Now, I want to put it in a right context. Biafra exit is a task that must be done.
Okay, finally, what is the significance of this candle? We are seeing everybody holding candle today. What is the significance of this candle?
This is the light.
And the palm tree you are having.
This is the light that was given to us by our forefathers. Okay. This light will not quench in our hands.
Thank you so much.
And this, we are greener pasture. We are a land that flows with green and will ever remain green. Thank you, my people.
All right.
So, this light that was given to us by our father will quench in our own time. So we are keeping that flame going. So it's not going to die in our hands. Okay. We got it from our forefathers. Okay. We wake up. We wake up to remember, to know in our history that we used to have our sovereignty that the British stole from us.
Okay. Lastly, what is your encouraging word to the people of Biafra?
The encouraging words is that if you remember what Mazina Mekano, our great leader, says, they will kill us. They will kill us. The end. There is one verse in the Bible says that our salvation is nearer than when we first believed. Hold on.
Thank you so much.
It's not going to be too long.
Thank you so much.
We're going to be free.
We really appreciate your time.
Rain, can sun. Biafra is our destination.
Confirm. Thank you so much. Thank you for speaking to us today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This is Amokwe TV live reports coming to you live from Johannesburg, South Africa. Stay tuned.
Our inspiration, in the name of Chukwu Di Ya. Fellow Biafrans, we are called upon by the most solemn admonition to uncertainty of human life and ineffectually accumulation of all earthly pursuits. For we gather to pay a last farewell to our heroes, the brave men and women who died that we may live. These last appreciations and honor paid to our dead provide us an opportunity to express our sense of loss and to offer a tribute to their memory, while they enable us likewise to bear witness to our belief in the immortality of the soul. For life, our short visions unrealized. Remember, Plant J.D. always here. Remember. We remember JTJU, Lieutenant J.U. Uba. Remember. We remember Captain Jonathan Egede. Remember. We remember Lieutenant J. Waribo. We remember Captain J.C. Libe. We remember Major Obi. We remember Major Isong. We remember Captain P.C. Okoye. We remember Second Lieutenant B.K. Oyeneho. We remember Second Lieutenant B.D. Kedio. We remember Lieutenant S.E. Omukwe. We remember Captain S.E. Madu. We remember T.E. We remember Lieutenant B.O.E.B.
may be found ready to enter into the kingdom of Chukwu.
Say,
Where armed service. Remember the millions defenseless women, men, and children born in the market street.
remember,
Dead. In schools and hospitals.
Remember.
By the Soviet mint and piloted by Egyptians. Remember.
you can see this is Ikengu Ruago arriving on the spot.
Remember certain services. Remember Sodanos. We remember Sergeant Ivan Jim. We remember Captain Pius Ike. We remember Captain Michael Amuchike. We remember Chris Johnson. We remember Lieutenant Captain Gabriel Stokeke. We say, General, everyone, may their courage our operation strength.
One family.
ada ndị mba na ndị gị ihe niile ahụkọ ebe a ka jeje m utu onwe m adị nwe na o nwere okwu a na-anọ na mmụọ ekwu mana nsogbu adị na mma ekwugharị ya asị na South Africa na South Africa unu ememihe unu mechichichara mechicha mesasịa mmemme o nwere ebe ọfọ unu gosi na unu women unu gosi na unu nwere stand unu gosi na unu anaghị ahụ aka n'ike esi n'imi ndị South Africa. Oh my God, I don't want to know when it falls up because unu kwuru everything. Today, unu ji go see the whole world. Everything. Ihe ndị mmadụ na-eche. Ihe ndị mmadụ na-feel. Many people amarozi anything. Unu want the South Africa go see it today. Asi me Chukwu okike abịa ma goziere m unu niile. Asụmụnụ mmakụ narabanụ mmakụ ọgịnị ndị South Africa Chineke gọziele m unu ahịa na-ele onwe ya na-ele onwe ya anaghị ekwe ya ọnụ ahịa ma na-ele onwe ya Nnamdi Kanu Bahama Nelu Imana na ekwe ya ọnụ. Adị ekwe ya ọnụ. Adị ekwe ya ọnụ. Ndị South Africa chimu gọziwele m unu niile n'ụbọchị ọma tata. Unu mekiri m proud. Tata ka unu nyawo unu nwa ndị nyawo. Awọchigo m the whole country. Unu nwa number 1. Apart from ndị nọ n'ụlọ mba ndị nọ n'ụlọ enwere oyiri. Onwe dị ife ya eji wee compare ndị nọ n'ụlọ cha dị amara jife eji ndị nọ n'ụlọ ba ya amat. Ndị ahụ bawu isi since ụwa ha nọ number 1. So nwere ya iwe ji ha compare anybody. Mana unu nwa unu South Africa ndị na outside unu nwa number 1. Unu mere hero nyawo gịnị ndị South Africa ụmụnne m jisi n'ike Chineke gọziela m unu nyere m hope. In fact unu gbara m fuel. In fact unu buru m ike Pentecost ka anyị ga-egono m unu ntị amadị m onye si nweta.
Fight well, life well spent, and work well done. Let us humbly pray that we may be given grace, strength, and wisdom to enable us perform our duty in the pathway of Biafra guests and all life services. May the darkness of their loss not obscure the light of our peace. They were in love with the land of Biafra, and we are in love with life. For the agony, the tears, the mothers and fathers, and the children who were massacred. We remember Lieutenant Corporal David Isiakuma. We remember P.T. Fidelis Onyekwe. We remember P.T. Mba Iroha. We remember Sergeant Celestine Okafor. We remember Lieutenant Corporal William Olani. We remember P.T. Innocent. We remember Lieutenant Colonel Josiah Onye Jiaka. We remember W.O.I. Joseph Mba. We remember Lieutenant Corporal Matthew Jumike. We remember Sergeant Joseph Ibekwe. We remember Commander Ikonso.
Generations of victims and the matrix still their blood cries out from the earth. What can we say? What can we do? How do we bear the unbearable? Or accept what life has for our people? We know that all that was born must die. But how do we compare the slow passing of time with the rolling slaughter?
Asị ka m were m ohere a wee kene ndị South Africa na in fact ha mere m obi aṅụrị, obi jupụtara m na aṅụrị n'ife ndị South Africa mere today. Ndị be anyị si na ọ dịrị izi na mmadụ ka eji aka, ha gosiri anyị dat na ha tara ika onye anyị eme today wa ana m egosigasị ụnụ otu our Biafrans si wee mee ife gbasara ụbọchị tata. Ọ maka ụbọchị tata o special day for our heroes and hey, eje school adịghị mma, kwesịrị ije school.
Ewo Nnamdi Kanu jere ya, nwanne pụta n'ụzọ lee nwanne, meghe ọnụ ụzọ nke eluigwe, meghe ọnụ ụzọ ụmụnna ya, meghere ha
ọnụ ụzọ nke Biafra, ụmụ Biafra wee bata.
Today being the 30th day, 2026, we the entire Igbo people remember our fallen brothers and sisters who were killed during the 1967 Biafran Nigerian genocide. Our mothers who were killed, our fathers who were killed, our children who were starved, our raped, our lands which we are taking, our people who were killed, 5 million Igbo people that we have definitely murdered. Remember them today, and we ask God in His infinite mercy to grant them eternal rest and for their souls to rest in peace. We pray for our brothers still in the prisons. Now Chukwu Di Ya come here come on now.
Nnamdi Kanu jere agha akpịrị ego ọha na eze Igbo lela anyị. Ewo Nnamdi Kanu jere agha nwanne pụta n'ụzọ nwanne.
Yes, ndị DOS lenya na nka ụdachi.
Ewo mụ na nwanne m jere agha akpịrị ego ife DOS ewo Nnamdi Kanu jere agha nwanne pụta n'ụzọ nwanne. Meghe ọnụ ụzọ nke eluigwe, meghe ọnụ ụzọ ka ụmụnna ya meghere ha
Ụmụazị atraika ha try too much. Ụmụnne, thank you very much. Unu atraika nna nwere nke hụrụ ama m ndụba oche ga enene
of charity, virtue, of truth and honesty, and acquire the possession of Biafran land and of an immortal inheritance. The dead cannot keep us from the face of Chukwu Di Ya, whose strong grip will free us from Nigerian bondage and lift us out of chariots into the light that cannot die. In the numberless towns and villages in Nigeria and the rest of Africa and elsewhere in Europe and Asia, where we have lived in too many of them, we have endured cruel sufferings, died in hands of our fellow human beings, just because of who we are. We remember Sergeant Afoboro, Sergeant Peter Bassi, Sergeant Robert Bassi, Sergeant Michael Uche, Sergeant Boniface Njemanze, Captain Timothy Isienyi, Captain Sunday Amoli, Captain Anthony Amoli, Captain Paul Udauku, Captain Festus Nwa Odika. Using a lighted candle, raise it up facing the east, we say, may their courage be our inspiration and strength. Word of true virtue, of truth and honesty.
Onye ọwụ uche dị ife onye ọsọrọ ya nwụrụ tata ụdị a good day anyị abịaghị ebe anyị ma ndị onye nwe onye ibe anyị bịara tata Biafrans na-eme ncheta our heroes and the heroines. Sanso ya ihe mma tata ụbọchị ọma fada ife a ụbọchị fa achọrọ m ka anyị ga-edis our sister story nyanwa.
One of a few people in Asaba with sharing part of my mother's story from the Biafran War, the Nigerian Civil War, and I'll be reading as her voice. Nigerian troops snuck into Asaba and camped at St. Patrick's College. A series of shell explosions, and my mother suggested we run to her brother's house. Her brother, Oba Madwemeze, one of a few people in Asaba with a large secure gate. A multitude of people were on the run as well. It was chaos. People were running to different directions. We ran for about 4 miles when we stumbled upon a troop of soldiers in a pickup van. They yelled something in Hausa language, pointed their guns at us, and rounded us up for St. Patrick's. On arrival, it seemed as if the whole Asaba town was there at St. Patrick's. At this point, my mother's state of panic had started showing on her face. She kept scanning the faces of the crowd, maybe hoping to see my second elder sister, Udeka, and my younger brother. They had gone to visit an ill relative. It all felt like a dream, especially when we had spent days and months at St. Patrick's, what we call the civilian camp. Food was rationed, we couldn't wash for days on end. Suddenly, all women and girls were separated from the men. The women were taken to St. Joseph Mission near Nekab, while the men and boys were left at St. Patrick's College. We hadn't seen my brother yet. We hadn't walked a mile when somebody yanked my hand away from my mother's and butted his gun on my buttocks. I winced. I couldn't look the soldier in the eye. "Follow me," he said. My mother pleaded with him to take her instead. He ignored her and dragged me out of a crowd. I didn't think twice. I took off. I ran as fast as I could, even as I prayed that he would not shoot me. He didn't shoot. I ran into what seemed like a forest. I didn't know where I was running to, but I knew I had to escape. After I covered a good distance, I stopped. I was out of breath, but cautious. The explosions were relentless. In spite of the shelling, I ran into a boy and a girl, perhaps siblings, who were so carried away by the sight of a fighting jet that they waved at it in awe. I looked up briefly too, but when I stepped on a corpse, I took off running again. My eyes welled up with tears. There were dozens of dead people across the paths I ran. When I heard a loud chant of Mankumansu, Kashesu, Nyamiri, not wanting to be discovered, I ran to a tree and stood still till the chant subsided. With my eyes still welled up, I noticed an older woman beckoning at me to come. I wiped my eyes to be sure I was seeing a human being. She persisted. I ran to her and she ignored me. And she guided me to a thatched house. The house was filled with women. To my utter surprise, my sister Udeka was there. She said that she left my brother at our relative's place. We clung onto each other, talking loudly. The women told us to be quiet. The largest woman in the room asked us to sit on the floor. I was whispering about how I escaped from a soldier when a rumble of explosions and shelling erupted. I kept quiet. The large woman assured me that I could talk, but not too loudly. With more shelling explosions, everywhere was quiet. Then a shell explosion ripped through the distance, but it had pierced through our roof and landed on the large woman's left hand. Half of her hand was on the floor. The stump that was left of that hand was gushing blood. Instantly, a pool of blood settled around her feet. Two women tore off the edges of their wrapper and tied the bleeding hand. They wrapped the arm firm and held it up. The bleeding reduced but never stopped. That was enough incident to make us decide to find our way to St. Joseph. Wide-eyed, I clung to my sister, even as I whispered to her about how worried our mother must be about my brother. She told me it would be all right. Because we had been hiding, it was decided that we find a way to sneak back to St. Joseph, because if we were caught as escapees, we might be executed. We were barely at St. Joseph premises when a short, chubby woman called my name. "Are you not Wansokansube?" I didn't answer. "They have been dragging your mother and your sister around the whole town, threatening to kill them if they don't find you." A whelp escaped from my mouth, but Udeka placed her hand on my mouth. The lady volunteered to take us to where they were kept, with the soldiers watching over them. I hurried to them, but before I could collapse in their arms, 3 soldiers grabbed me. One slapped me, another slammed his rifle on my breast. "So you can run," he said. He cupped my breast with a smirk. "You can run with these big things," he said, jiggling them. However, another, the tallest of them, told him to stop. He had called him Peter and I was surprised at his reaction. They bragged about how they have had many girls, even those that willingly offer themselves to save their families' lives. But Peter told them to hands off me and my family, that we were his. They teased him about how greedy he was. He wanted 4 women all to himself. He pointed his gun at us and promised to teach us a lesson. Then he walked us to a deserted area. I could hear the screams of women pleading for mercy. Goosebumps spread all over my body and I remembered why I was bent on escaping. I tried to swallow the pain on their behalf, but a lump of saliva stuck on my throat. That might be my fate, my sister's and my mother's. As he walked us further out of St. Joseph camp, another soldier followed him closely and they spoke in Hausa. I stared at my sister, Nkonya Aswa, to see if she understood what they were saying. As a teenage bride, Nkonya Aswa had lived in Kaduna with her late husband. She could understand the language and spoke it fluently, but she frowned at me. My mother broke down and pleaded with them to let her see her son before they killed him. My sister acted as an interpreter. Surprisingly, they both said something to each other. Their language this time was not Hausa, as my sister confirmed. It was a strange language. A few minutes into our walk, a truck full of soldiers stopped right in front of us. A spatter of exchanges in Hausa language ensued. Nkonya Aswa's eyes brightened. She asked Peter a question in Hausa, but other soldiers hushed her up. My mother warned her to not get us into further trouble. Nkonya Aswa revealed that the elders of Asaba had called for an end to the violence, and the Nigerian side had invited all men to Obosowe for peace talks. I could have sworn I saw a smile on my mother's face. She called on Onishe, our river goddess, to save us. Nkonya Aswa said that they had asked them to set us free. Nkonya Aswa requested that they set us free since the peace talk was on the way, but the 2 soldiers spat on her face. Peter looked away. They took us back to St. Patrick's College. Then Peter said he had granted my mother's wish to see her son. We were separated as they asked me to be the only one to identify my brother. We looked for hours but could not find him. I was so hungry. I begged Peter to find me something to eat, but he asked me to choose between finding my brother or something to eat. We were heading to the last building that we hadn't searched. I wanted to see how loose his grip was when I took my hand, because I was planning for another escape. He kicked me on my legs and my hunger seemed to have disappeared. My brother was in the last building we entered. He was snoozing in a corner. I screamed as soon as I saw him. We hugged each other, but the soldiers separated us. They took us back to where they left my mother and my sisters, then headed to one of their bays at Umuago. They had forcefully taken the Onyawa family home, as they did with many other homes. We were shoved into a room and locked up. We were there but lost touch of time. However, Peter was faithful with bringing us food, but we had only a bucket to urine and shit. So most times the stench was unbearable. My mother was the only one allowed to take out the feces. When my sisters and I bled during our periods, our wrappers were soaked with blood. Our bloody wrappers were not the least of our problems. On the day Peter asked us to come out of the room, the air didn't smell fresh. Corpses were littered all over the landscape. I felt a lump of vomit in my throat. Vultures competed with jet planes in the sky, while some vultures hovered, many jabbed at bloated human flesh. We were in a state of confusion and shock, unsure of what Peter wanted to do with us. We were taken back to St. Joseph, where we were told that the call for peace was a ruse to massacre men and boys above the age of 10. I have only 1 minute, so I'll just sum up what I have left. My mother was kidnapped with her family or taken captive by the military man who happens to be my father, because he had seen her and he liked her. And he didn't reveal all of this to them until the war more or less subsided or moved eastward. So at the end of the story, what my mother ended with was that when the Niger Bridge was blown up by Biafrans to prevent the encroaching Nigerian soldiers, it was said that Onishe helped Asaba people to prevent the soldiers from coming back, because for every boat that was crossing, she stopped and beckoned at them to keep coming forward to her, but the boats were sinking, so that the Nigerian soldiers were forced to find another route to the east, but not through Asaba. I think they headed north or south, as she said. So that's the end of my story, and thank you for listening.
Thank you for sharing, because na otu esi share ana-akụ ya ka isi ama ndị ama anụ ihe mere mgbe aha mara dịka ndị otu ma anyị nwere idea, because ịma anyị nwawu ndị ibira chechi ọ ndị amaghị ihe mere mgbe ahụ, ndị anyị ekwu eziokwu ya ka ha nụrụ were jikwe n'aka ha wee mee marakwado ka o si mee, marakwa that na ife ụbọchị tata representary. So nne, thank you for this and that. So mom, and I'm very sorry. But that's na ife eji tawa afụfụ enweta ihe ọjọọ, onye ahụ nwụọ ọjọọ gburu onwe. Anyị ga-ife this our brother kwuru, igebekwe onye ọ amakwa m ibe okwu, so ọ bụrụ na okwute ibe anyị agbaghụọ
30th of Biafra Day 2026, 30th May 2026, ka anyị izu n'aka taa na-enwe wee na-asị ndị na-enwechara anwụ during the Civil War 1966, 1967, as may their soul rest in peace. Nnamdi Kanu as na ga-apụtakwa Simon Ekpa ga-apụtakwa Ngozi Orabeeze asị Chukwu debekwa ya.
mba
ndị na-echọ ọganiru Biafra
Chineke ọkụpụ ebe a idiot chena m bịara ebe a ịgba egusi fịa azụ gbagbukwa ego gbagbu ochi gị. Anyị abịaghị ebe a icheta egusi, agwakwa m na m ege ihe achọrọ nke ụlọ fụ nke a ụmụazị anyị ji
They have just been told their homes have been recaptured. There are so many of them, and they are so exuberant, the Biafrans. Even the refugees sing, especially when they have just been told their homes have been recaptured and they can go back to them. They sing when they get their daily meal. They sing when they work. They sing when they practice army marching. No guns, no shoes, but a song that goes something like, "Thank you, General Ojukwu, for giving us the medicine with which to fight our enemies instead of being our beds." A kind of spirit that has kept them going through 2 years.
Imela Ojukwu, Imela. Mgbe the whole Biafra is in one voice. Mgbe the whole ndị Igbo niile ji ofu okwu ka ha ji. Love. Ebe ọnwụ na fa nọ na, no matter the pain, no matter if fa na-ejebiga, still, ha nwere hope. Na smile. Na fight ma nwoke ma nwaanyị ma ụmụaka dị na ihe afọ do depend on them. When ha nọ na serious pain. Still, ha na-ehel support Ojukwu. Onwero nke stop on the way. Onwero nke gala against Ojukwu. Ha ncha niile from A to Z. No food, no water, nothing. But I still had happy. Look at us. Just imagine. Look at it. Saboteur everywhere. Pain. I'm not causing them the pain. Look at it. I know everything is okay for us. The situation, our situation, I know. Upon half and that, I was iji we fight here. We make it applaud. Make it son half of a just to naked anya. Oh no, man. Oh my. And the Bible. Just Bible and nke na-atọ m ụtọ karịsịa the smile of these children, the joy. Now mind the sound of bomb. Now mind the sound of gun. Now mind the I wonder if I yeli still Abraham had the happy. Na ekpele Ojukwu ekpele. Na asị agawa n'iru. Wadnekenanya. Ebe ka wadi the mazin na ndikana no. Onye ahụ continue na iji make sure that na all this pain ndị a nwere anani. Imagine nwatakịrị with ya afọ that for ime 9 months. Asị gị na ọkwa shọkọ. And that child is still have hope. Imagine. Jinda, I do myself. I do own your one. I do afla. Didn't know. Mandano, I do Facebook war. Oh, na hale course. Nisi ai. Oh, ye, Maya. Go try it. We want them one and get now. We want they sacrifice everything nowhere. Upon that, no matter the bomb, no matter the bullet, no matter the buzrita, no matter the na food no ne using them mother. Because nenyi you ana yenyi zozu no den na biazi adamafusi na eri ana afu ihe nda niile still pastor believe that na fire one day na this alile afa na eri end. Not knowing that alile na aka ye na eri up to today. Una ewo kwani that is na Igbo too. If home money, if home money agwa gị na ba ndo Fulani. Take out about that guy. The jack on a church. Hey, chimere the very better. Hey, the big up. Hey, man. You also similar. Yeah, Fulani or Fulani. You can't change that. I will from voice because I mean no nonsense on the Kenanya code. The Kanye Bob was a pass. But if I turn it to mail load, a man's it's some whole on Fulani. What is if I turn it to mail load? Yeah, I was, and then I never went 9 months on it to mail load. Rubbish. On my platform. I get out. But my yeah, wow. Awesome, me will tell on. Then I not on this program. I not on this program. So I endorse it. So Nanka. I just want to pass a cambia work on and I come and make more. And I may make my own. As a kind of man, I say, check on a man I am. I watch and this our sister do. Ma come here, this our sister Kulo. Just unfair. Well, yeah. Now this guy is Simon Panjoko. This guy. Oh, you is Simon. Mbonya. Oh, you is Simon so much. We care.
Fire in the ancient blood, drums calling through the wind.
Okay.
You are just on your own. There is no going, no coming. This is popular area road. There is no going, no coming. And the fact is that nobody is pursuing you. Nobody is asking you to go inside. Nobody is forcing you. Forcing you. You are on your own. You are just on your own. So this is to tell you that, my guy, everybody just respect how he's a feni. Yatra. Brother, brother, the Mazio. Now, I have to allow. When the mother Sonia Balamonania. Brother, a brave soldier and a person will go fight, come back. Now him be brave soldier. Say you be brave soldier and a person will fight, go come back. A whole big man like Inolak then go lock their police station. Stay back at home. A whole police station like they mark them. Checking out them. Mighty police stations, they go lock their house, lock their shops. Sit back. Stay at home. You will be poor man like me. You won't go stress yourself. You won't go stress your life. You won't go damage your life. You won't go say, I too know. Make I go confirm. Organize 6 feet direct to no go confirm anything. Just stay one corner. Stay one corner. Stay one corner and respect yourself in it.
You see, I like the clever. I want them I mention okay today because
Freedom race, I no go tire. Freedom race, I no go tire. Freedom race, I no go tire until Biafra comes. Freedom race, I no go tire. Freedom race, I no go tire. Freedom.
Il y a quoi là-bas?
Il y a des gens partout qui courent. Les gens qui n'ont
Faire de bêtises ou quoi?
Ils font n'importe quoi, ils courent partout.
Bon.
So,
Il faudra après on le dit, il faut qu'il fasse attention. Il faut qu'il reste.
Surtout des jeunes, il y a plein de jeunes dehors là.
D'accord. Ouais, merci. Wow, ụmụnne m, anyị agbatị nkịtị, anyị emechi n'ebe a for today. Ụbọchị taa ụbọchị onye ọna ji echeta ndị niile gbara mbọ maka njem Biafra. Anyị ya nọte aka. And ụbọchị tata ọwụrụ ụbọchị eji agbasaga. Ọwụrụ ụbọchị eji ekwu oke okwu because ụbọchị taa was special day for our heroes. So we must to respect them. Ginye ha ụbọchị tata ụbọchị ha. Ha nọ n'arịrị ebe ha nọ. Because obi adịghị ha mma. So ụbọchị tata ụbọchị anyị ji emetụ ha, anyị ji agwa ha na anyị makwa na ha anyị makwa afọ ha taa. So anyị kwesịrị inye ha ụbọchị tata. Anyị kwesịrị inye ha ụbọchị tata. O nwekarị nnukwu ihe eme. Enwere many things ekwesịrị ime. Mana ụbọchị tata. Because iwere ụbọchị tata mix ihe o nwere ka ọ dị. Ọ dịghị mma. Ọ dịghị mma. Enwere many things I forgot. Like enwere m anya taa na ka dị too much. And achọrọ m ịnọte aka. Ọ na nnọte aka na this program. Ihe m achọrọ nwere ike ime. Okay, whatever. And ihe a m achọrọ mee. Onye ahụ adị m obi mma. O nwere ihe m achọrọ nke o mee. Ọnụ mana at times ada ndị mba na ndị egede awụrụ ya na control onwe. So Akojao. Kai check this one. Oh, because I see I met I want to really say that kenke meme. When we over start, I'll just if I can hear me. I will try my best. Outside. I don't know when can see video here outside now go see on. I want to see video.
We have to face the fact that there's 6. Does your supposed
I ball. I made it. I walk and I made it. But then you never get home. I can Juleva block channel load, block everything. They mess on some bottle. I made it. Imagine none I made it.
coming Republic of Biafra include the Southern people?
There is nobody called South. You've read geography. Where in geography, in the cardinal points, do you have South before?
I mean, with the state of Nigeria, there's 6 geopolitical. We have to face the fact that there's 6 geopolitical zones, and the minorities in the former eastern region have been pushed under the South.
Who minority?
The Jaws, the Effiks,
minority against.
I'm saying, do they include?
No, I'm asking you. You're a journalist. Minority against who? I cannot be in my father's compound. You come and say I'm a minority. Minority against. There has to be a definition. What we are looking at here is a definition drawn up by people who are alien to our way of life. I have said it before. I said it last night, and I'll repeat it. The word Jew is what is called a corrupted version of Judah. Judah is only the one tribe. Judah, everybody else, be there by commission or omission.
Do you believe?
I need to answer your questions. You come to we can stay here till tomorrow morning. We're not going anywhere. Jews took over. It doesn't mean that the other tribes are not there, like Benjamin and all the rest of them. They are still there. But the Jews no one has been able to disprove me that the people of John, Efi, the Bibio, and Igbo people are from one family. Nobody has disproved it. They are one people. All this minority report was brought by the British. The British gave us a minority. Do you know the reason why? They wrote the minority report saying that the Calabash, the people in Akwa Ibom, if they go, what is going to happen to them? And I was studying in England many years ago. Something occurred to me. Why did you not have a minority in the north, where you have the TV people, the Nupe people, the Wari people, the Birom people? Why no minority commission? Why minority commission here? It is the classic divide and rule. They found oil. The only way to have access to your oil is to divide you. Very simple. If I want to come to your family and take something from you, I'll get you fighting with your brothers. You're fighting, I'll be cutting away what you have. So that was why they set up Minority Commission. There is a difference in emphasis because you see, African people sometimes are a bit stupid. And I'll tell you why I think we are very, very daft. A change or slight variation in language does not mean you're a different people. It doesn't mean that at all. In Israel, they have Yiddish. They have Hebrew. When Christ was on earth, he was not speaking Hebrew, he was speaking Aramaic. Does that mean he is not an Israeli? Does that mean that those that speak Yiddish are not Jewish people? Does it mean if you speak Hebrew, you don't belong? So why is it that when you speak Hebrew, you speak Ejo, you speak Efik, you're different? But in Israel, you have Hebrew, you have Yiddish, you have Aramaic, but they're still the same people. Do you see why I say I'm an educated man? I study to acquire knowledge. I just don't read to pass. I study to acquire knowledge. Why is it if you go to Nsukka, we can pay for your ticket, you go to Nsukka. If they speak Igbo, if you hear one word, anything you want, I'll give you. Their Igbo language is out of this world, completely different. Do you know, I'm from Ibeku. My mother is from Ibeku, so is my father. Our father, where I come from, our own accent and dialect is different from where my mother comes from. Doesn't mean we're in different countries. My dear brother, Ejo, the Izon people from Owerri, Chukwu and Nri are the same brothers, the same father, but not the same mother. The same mother gave birth to 3 sons. One stayed at Nri as the first son. One went to Owerri. One went to Chukwu. If you come from that part of the world, including Calabar, you come from Chukwu, go and ask them, they will tell you. That's where they come from. Did they fall from heaven? How did they get to where they are today?
Does your supposed coming Republic of Biafra include the Southern people?
There is nobody called South. You've read geography. Where in geography, in the cardinal points, do you have South before?
I mean, with the state of Nigeria, there's 6 geopolitical zones, and we have to face the fact that there's 6 geopolitical zones, and the minorities in the former eastern region have been pushed under the south.
Okunumana, this question, this our brother Ojolo, our leader Mazen Nandi can even so up to today. Okade Yeziboten so Lukweketa, which na Hana Jojo, Anna Zaha, Anna Tokaza, Mana, on one care, Willie came. Sinokara Miha. They know when those on me will tell them. I come down. I want to come down. Those are going to I'm on down. I want you, baby. Because I don't know for more than I watch. Some certain things in there will tell on. Kono nwere ike iji maa ihe a na-ekwu maka ya. Ọwụ ihe niile ka ya ekwucha, ọwụ ihe niile ka ya akọwacha. At times, ka ezi ihe awadịda ji wee pụọ njikwa. Bee ka ọ na onye ndu biko ihe echi ya biko. Mbala. Azala n'ụlọ ka aza mbala. Echara m ka unu gee ntị. Ihe a na-ebi apụ.
The indigenous people of Biafra, we are here live. We are here to protest the release of Mazen and the Kano and the freedom for Biafra. We are here live in Linz, Umuchineke. Share and join the program because we are here live. We are here live. Umuchineke is here. Look at our children. They are here live and direct. We are here live and direct in Linz. We are here and live. We are joining the Workers' Day. You can see live and direct. We are here in Linz. This is session by session.
Achọrọ m iji ohere a wee leave a small message. Yes. Achọrọ m iji ohere a wee gwa ndị ịma na asị na tata na m achọrọ iji wee kwuo okwu. Ihe mbịa ụka ụfụ ndị be anyị gasị. Mana achọrọ m iji dis ohere a were gwa ndị DOS, were gwa ndị na-agba Nneka Chimezie, were gwa ndị Chibuzo Egwu Atụ, were gwa ndị otu Ngozi, gwa ndị otu Ogenkele, gwa all the people fight against our leader that ihe mere today egosi ha amamife, gosi ha na ha nọrọ onwe fa, gosi ha that no just social media dance kafa na egwu ndị social media kafa na agba. Because watch all the group wepụtara na today ha ncha niile na-ekwu maka warida Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. They are all ncha niile na-ehela warida. Shows you na IPOB worldwide warida Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ka farmer na onye wu DOS, farmer na the Directorate of State, only one man, Maazị Nnamdi Chukwu Kanu. So achọrọ m ịgwa ndị otu DOS and gwakwana their media teams okwu that no na afugo that no na aye emeri, because unu na-ekwu IPOB worldwide, IPOB worldwide, ọdịka IPOB worldwide ọ na-efonu unu, ọ na-ege unu ntị, unu na-afọ ọkwụ. This 30th May gosili anyị that na the IPOB wide warida Maazị Nnamdi Kanu kafa na-ekwu okwu ye na unu ejezi jezu ike. Yes, unu ejezi jezu ike. Kedu afa this our brother Obi Nwanne? Hello, emeto program tata ụbọchị ọma, tata ụbọchị anyị ji enwe ncheta, tata special day for Biafra. So echi niile enwe ife m na-ekwu mana na I don't pass. Today.
Session by session. Umuchineke is here. Biafra. Try hard for Biafra. Try hard for Biafra. Try hard for Biafra. If you are joining me, share the program. Share the program so that other people can join us live. So that other people can join us. Share, share, share. Try hard for Nnamdi Kanu. Try hard for Nnamdi Kanu. Try hard for Nnamdi. Try hard for Nnamdi Kanu. Omu Chineke, if you are joining me, please share the program. We are here live in Linz in our strike. Yeah, we are here live. Omu Chineke. Share and share so that other people can join us.
I'm under the Italy. I'm gonna flag and follow a malamo over the vasi. And when me kick on one macanda, in fact, a mom on the house, the Papa gaze open. My mama over the house can need to know. A mama over the house is so about the moon, maybe I hope to ya. A mama over the house. Acha nkono fuko obodo de aja na igbo na ka ọ dị today adịkwo network. No, no, gịnịzi?
You could see this is a famous record road, Abia State, under lock and key. No vehicular movement. Is 12 minutes to 2 in the afternoon. Everywhere is under lock and key. I'm reporting from my end. So you can see, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today is the 30th day of May, 2026. So you could see, this is a famous Port Harcourt road, Abia State, under Kani.
Biafra is our own. Biafra is our only hope. Biafra is our only hope. A place where no man is above the law. No matter how much you have, you cannot buy police station. Biafra is our only hope. 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 A place where no man is above the law. No matter how much you have, you cannot buy police station. Biafra is our only hope. 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 A place where no man is above the law. No matter how much you have, you cannot buy police station. Biafra is our only hope. Biafra is our only hope.
Now, I'm a mama about this innocent man. Well in there because of Biafra. Kedifa ya buya. Kedifa ya kole ya. Kedifa ya gwamu ya. All over Biafra so much. Because of actually all these people now fight against the Biafra. Imagine no one or go on the far. Imagine no one on one make. Well in there, blow away because of Biafra. Joy, the only joy I need this is small boy. The only joy I with that is Biafra. Ojiri when they are way to Ajafo. Well in there, or that for ne. All the former in there on a country, who deny the way, won't wear fuel, we only own pen. Just because of to save me and you. Mana na force on an more. This the creative for you open there because of Biafra. For even that about Biafra name is now. Down Oji Makafa, a boom way. ndị ahụ o ji makafa wee dị na onwe ya ndụ Chineke nyere ya. Ọnwụ na iwe onye obodo, this our brother, because o mere m mata na yes na nwanne dị na mba ha na-ekwu okwe na-eziokwu ka ọ welegodo onwe gị na iwe onye obodo onye a uwe na-anụ maka Biafra, nwanne gị nwoke ji maka ya wuo onwe fọ onwe ya ọkụ gbuo onwe ya. That Biafra ahụ na-eme ihe ọ na-eme na kedu your joy, kedu your happiness? Ajụjụ na-ajụ ka anyị jigodo onwe anyị ajụjụ. The most painful ọnwụ mmadụ ya anwụ n'ụwa ọnwụ ọkụ, ilili ya n'onwe gị n'ọnụ before ya nwụọ. You call it all the pain before you nwụọ. Ọ ya ka this our brother nwụọ. Ọ na-akụ osi nwụ. Ọ nnukwute ihe ihere, ọ nnukwute ife gbawa obi dọrọ m nwa wada ndị gboo. Mgbe ọ na afụ picture of this guy, ọ na-adị m mma n'arụ, ọ na-agbawa m obi. Ana m imagine ebe ọ nọ na-awụte spirit ya, kedu ife onye na-eche ọnwụ a o meritiri ya, o meritiri ịnwụrụ ndị a, ife onye na-ekwu why ji ugbuo onwe m because of these people. And onye ọ na-kwesịrị ịmadata na ha nchadị na-ejide anyị ogu jidere anyị ọfọ. Ọwụ na Biafra bịara nsogbu ya dị, ma ọ nọ n'ụlọ ma ọ nọ n'ama, we receive it. As far that me in obodo oyibo, and I'm with my children, and one of my anything they lose, you have something. You have something they lose. So I can go soon, and that's why I'm gonna think about it. That's why I'm gonna just say, echiche unu chesi anya, unu agwazie m ife unu chefta. Yes, unu cheche anya, unu agwa m ife unu chefta. Merde, j'ai pas envie. Mbiakwukwa agbayekwa m ya, mbiakwukwa agbayekwa m ya. Ọ nwere ife m na-eji wee mechie ya, wee ife anyị emekwa okwu gbasara ya, mana achọrọ m ka unu ọ bụrụ ife gbasara Biafran struggle, ọ gbasara our destiny, ọ bụrụ ife gbasara ya, ọ na anyị gosichazie nke a, anyị anakpo kpọzie ya echi niile. Achọrọ m ka unu gee ntị.
Please, I am here again to beg the government, President Tinubu, and the governor of Oyo State, Engineer Seyi Makinde, to please help us and dialogue with these people. They should not use force. The force that they used yesterday has cost us so much. It has added to our problems. In fact, one of us has been picked that they are going to kill him because government tried to help us by force. We want you to call them and dialogue with them so that our lives will be saved. We will not be killed. Today is the 27th of May, 2026. About 13 days ago, we have been picked from work. And still now, we are still in the bush. And we are begging you, President Tinubu, Governor Sheyi, and every other woman in Nigeria to please help us. I'm calling on NUT and COPS to help us, to talk to them. We don't need force. All they have to do is to negotiate with them and release us. We are in the cold. We are under the sun. We are under the rain. The children and the adults as well. Please, we are begging you. We are begging you. Don't let them waste our lives. They are getting impatient and frustrated. Please help us. We are begging you in the name of God. Please help us. Please help us. Please help us. Don't just leave us here. Don't forget us in the bush. Please answer them on time. Please. This does not call for force at all. Please just negotiate with them and dialogue with them.
Leading on to our governor, engineer Abiodun Makinde, please help us negotiate with these people. Whatever they want, please give unto them. Please help us save our life. Please, we are all here, all we the teachers and the children. Please, we need your help. President Tinubu, please negotiate with these puppies. These people, please help us. Whatever they want, please give to them. Please help us save our life. Today again is Children's Day. About 14 days now, we are here in the bush. Please help us. Help us. We are calling on to the Obas. Obas, ẹ dákun ẹ ṣàánú wa, ẹ ràn wá lọ́wọ́. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọba, ẹ dákun ẹ bá wa dá sí i. Ẹ ṣàánú wa, ẹ ràn wá lọ́wọ́. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin èèyàn ẹ ṣàánú wa, ẹ dákun.
These are the Yoruba women where Fulani kidnap from their school. Now them Fulani command to make a video, and they posted this video. They made this video on the 27th and posted it online. You see the children, you see the pikin where she carry inside that bush, 46 of them, 6 months old, 2 years, 3 years, 6 years. You see the way they are begging for help. 2 weeks and Tinubu still the campaign. Tinubu was asked, how is he going to rescue these people? How is he going to comb this incessant kidnapping? How does he intend to fight insecurity? Please, I want you to hear the presidents of the so-called giant of Africa explaining how he intends to fight insurgency and how he intends to release those Yoruba women from kidnappers' den in Oyo State.
That is it. Thank you very much. Issue of insecurity, that is the law. That's obedience of law. Nowhere in the holy teaching that you should engage in banditry. Nowhere that you should kill another human being. The sacrifice we are talking about, even in the beginning of life, where we take this from, a child was replaced with animal. And that is what the value of life is all about.
Yes, I am here again to beg the government, President Tinubu, and the governor of Oyo State, Engineer Seyi Makinde.
Why Tifa? The reason all that now this is our brother. This is our brother. Balo onwe ya ọkụ ka nwoke wee save na this mess. Our people want Biafran war. Nwụrụ ka ha wee save na this mess. ndị niile nwụrụ na njem nnwere onwe egburu ha sacrifice onwe ha ka ha wee nwee ike iserve na this mess. Our leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu sacrificed everything onwe iji wee serve na this mess. The sentinel ọbata obie Simon Ekpanjọkụ oko wee serve na this mess and the kenanya anyị nwa today. Na that mess ya ha tara afụfụ karịrị afụfụ ka ha wee nwee ike iserve anyị ya. Still I serve anyị na-ekpe every day kwa mbọsị. Ụmụnne m, I can say I just want to ya ka everybody think ya twice. Ka onye ọ na-afụ ihe na-emenụ, because na ofutu imi ofutu anya. Ofutu imi ofutu anya. Igosi ọnụ lockdown of today. Lockdown ha kwetere na ọ na-eme. And my joy on all these criminals.
You know this place, Oyago. So this is the market, popular market in Anambra called Oyago. You can see this is to tell the world that today, being 30th of May 2026, is a history in the life of every genuine and sincerely human being. Today we remember those that died, those that were killed by those people that hate the Igbo tribe, together with the British. You can see this market everywhere totally under key and lock. No movement. This is 30th of May. 30th of May 2026. You can see it. This is Oyago, Saturday. Today is Saturday. So for those that are telling you, oh, there is nothing like sit at home, people are going back to their normal business. This is a pure garbage, pure lie from the pit of hell. From the pit of hell. You can see it. Our people are observing sit at home. We remember those that were killed from 1967 to 1970. We are reporting live and direct at Oyago to tell the world that today we remember those that were killed during the Biafran War. You can see it. Our people are observing sit at home. Our people are observing sit at home. You can see it. This is a popular market known as Oyago in Anambra.
Okay.
You can see it everywhere. It's totally shut down. Everywhere is totally shut down. No market, no business. Our people are sitting at home to honor the dead, those that died.
They want to lockdown.
Option they give to us is to seek our restoration without fear before our enemies. We have sworn an oath to restore Biafra, or we die in the process. There will be no retreat and no surrender. If the option they give to us is to seek our restoration without fear before our enemies, we have sworn an oath to restore Biafra, or we die in the process. There will be no retreat and no surrender. If the option they give to us is to seek our restoration without fear before we have sworn an oath to restore Biafra, or we die in
many banks are located, and if you know anywhere, you're going to know that this place is the most. I don't think it's the most easiest busiest place in it, and as you can see, everywhere is deserted, and it's on lockdown. Today being the 30th May 2026, Biafran Heroes Day. Everywhere is on lockdown, as you can see. Lockdown. Only few vehicles are here, and again, today being the 30th May 2026, Biafran Heroes Remembrance Day. As you can see, the situation report. This is still IPOB Enugu State Media Team reporting live from Enugu. Good morning, Biafrans. This is IPOB Enugu State Media, still bringing you reports from Enugu. This is the busiest and a popular known Noah's bus stop, where many banks are located. And if you know Enugu, you're going to know that this place is the most. I don't think it's the most busiest place. It's one of the busiest places in Enugu. You can see everywhere is deserted, and it's on lockdown.
Okay. So, kanji na do na ewekwa n'iwe because achọrọ m ime live today. Achọrọ m ime live today. Life m chọrọ ime just for this thing. Mana afụrụ m Chukwu ezumezu and the master prophet and the nwunye for long otega ifudere nwunye and Adam happy if nwunye today. Ka anyị mara ke n'ife anyị ekwu. Just ka me analyze o na-emekwara m expect ya. Achọrọ m ime analyze anything today. Achọrọ m ime anything analyze today.
Are you getting it?
Achọrọ m
When Uchechi came back from London, I was in fact, accompanying her on the road. We drove from Abuja. We left Abuja around that kind 6:30 to 7 a.m. We drove her to Umuahia. We got to Umuahia something around 4. I accompanied her. Only me, you understand, drove her to Umuahia for her to, go to where Mazu was hiding at that time to see her. So you can imagine if there is any problem, I have to tell. It's just because, like Mr. Lloyd said, transfer of aggression. Because she's so close to Ifeanyi Ejiofor. So every other person, if it's not Ifeanyi Ejiofor, every other person is nonsense. They cannot listen to. He cannot. Okay. Now, do you people? I'm saying this thing now for the first time. People didn't know this thing. Maybe if Aloy, enters now, it will bear me a witness. Sometime
when we are still visiting Mazin Nandekar at the DSS headquarters in Abuja, one fateful day, Uchechi came down from London to see Mazin Nandekar. In that period, whenever he's around, none of us used to know. It's only Ifeanyi Ejiofor and the lady, that work with Ifeanyi Ejiofor, they call Mr. Chinwe Umeche. It is two of these people, Ifeanyi Ejiofor and Umeche, handles Uchechi, because whenever it comes, it's them that knows, and it's them that it calls human being. It's them that is dealing with. They took her, they carried her, come to DSS. That day, me and Aloy Ejimako came also for visitation to Mazi. And that day, I was not to enter inside to see Mazi Nandekar. It was Aloy that is entering inside to see Mazi Nandekar. So I will stay at the guest. There's a waiting room. That same day, Aloy have entered inside to see Mazi Nandekar. Ifeanyi Ejiofor and the Chinwe Umeche drove Uchechi down to DSS. They came. When they came, all of them entered inside where I was sitting. That's a waiting room. Nemeka knows what I'm saying. Where if we come, we'll sit down there to wait for the time the DSS will clear you people. Then we now go inside to see Mazi. When they came in, I was sitting down there. In fact, I didn't even look, to even recognize whether it's Uchechi, that because she covered herself, you understand, it was, it was using veil like that. I didn't even look at her face. I didn't even know that she was even the one. And because over 4 or 5 years, we've not met. So when they sat that day, I was sitting down quietly. The next thing, to tell you the criminal intent of Chinwe Umeche that is working with Ifeanyi Ejiofor, they have already planned. They want to incriminate me. They want to put me and Aloy into problem so that DSS will arrest us and possibly detain us and prosecute us. Knowing fully well that all of us are working for one goal, working for Mazi Nandekar, doing something, and they know that all of us has a lot of informations in our phones that we are, working for one. They know that a lot of informations were, confidential information. Do you know what these people did? Ifeanyi Ejiofor and Umeche, her staff or her friend, that they came together. The next thing I heard, Ifeanyi Ejiofor first came and attacked me. He said, Prince, you just want to prove, He said, Prince, he said, Her Excellency is here. You didn't greet her. You pretended as if you don't know her. You pretended as if you don't know her. He just did that thing for Uchechi to, when he enter inside, and he will tell Mazi that he see Prince Mandela saw her at the door, and they even put it salt and the pepper to see that I insulted her. So I knew the angle Ifeanyi was, immediately he said that was you claim that you didn't see her, you didn't hear. I now confronted Ifeanyi. I said, you are insane. You are mad. this thing happen inside DSS. So I say, you are mad. How can, even if I notice, I see it's a, oh, so I should come and be hugging her. I should come and expose her for DSS to begin to, begin to. I stayed on my own. I didn't even notice even that I was busy, looking something inside
She was Wandela, let me help you. She was wearing COVID mask and dark glasses.
COVID,
so
yes.
nobody could have
recognized her. You don't understand? So when Ifa did not succeed to blackmail me before her, to now, when I now, hit him back, confronted him, he now ran away from the inside that place, outside. The next drama that happened was her girl, Chinwe Umeche. Wherever she is right now, both people that if they are hearing me, let them come and dispute it. Chinwe, I was sitting there after they did succeed on that one. By then, if I need your and the two churches have gone inside to inside. I was sitting. The next thing I heard was one DSS lady came and said, Samantha, bring out your phone. Bring your phone. That I was snapping picture with her SNS. I snapping picture with Nnamdi Kalu's wife. I was snapping picture with her. I was shocked. I said, which picture, me? And the people, and the issue is that, when you come inside that DSS place, you don't snap picture inside DSS. You don't. To them, it's a crime. Once you snap picture, they will seize their phone or something like that. So these people use that my phone, these DSS people, to have access to my phone, so they know that they will see a lot of things that will criminate me and lose my phone. By then, I know it was already inside. So when the woman said I should bring my phone, that I was snapping picture with UJJ, I said, how, me? That was sitting here. There was one man that was saying, I don't even know that man. The man don't even know me. The man said, no, this young man, this man was not snapping with the picture. They said, no, I must bring my phone that I was snapping. I said, somebody that he find a job has even accused me that I didn't even come and greet. How is it now that I am snapping picture with the same person? The same. DSS, they fucked me, they collected my phone. Luckily that day was that I have two phones. The major phone, that's a lot of confidential issues that would have, in fact, if that phone was the one they collected that day,
I'll be in jail today, even you, and you have destroyed Onye State.
Along Jimaka will be in jail. Magazine Nnamdi Kalu, they will file more charges against me because a lot of information that will expose a lot of things at that phone. So, luckily, it was not that phone. They collected my phone. They took my phone inside their intelligence room. Biafrans, what I'm saying now, for more than 40 minutes, the DSS was with my phone inside the intelligence room.
Analyzing it. And copying it.
They did not analyze my phone. After much more, the same woman came out with my phone and gave my phone. I said they didn't see any picture that on that plant. I provoke. Trust me, I know it might not me. I'm this kind of, I am fearless. And they never born that person. I stopped the DSS woman. I said, you took my phone for more than 40 minutes. Now you came out, he said nothing was found in my phone that's there. You must tell me who said I was snapping picture with Mazi Nnamdi Kalu. If not, here, in fact, fire will catch you everywhere. You must tell me, and you can't just take my phone and because of a lie, say I was snapping. You must. So when the woman and the officers came, we see how I was. When we met, it was your first friend that they came with, that they attacked me before the team just came, stood up from the way he was. When you see the heat, let me be on records. I was the one that told them that what I told them that he attempted to snap picture with Mazen not the Carol wife.
Hey!
My hand is I rush her like this. The DSS people hold me like this. Yeah. I say, you are a demon. You told them that I was attempted to sneak picture with somebody you knew. Even the man that was sitting beside me, they said that this man, even this your friend, Jofo, tackled me that I didn't even come and greet here. So when that one didn't succeed, they two of you plan again, let them get. And why this thing was happening, why they were, going through with my phone inside their intelligence room. Aloy Ejimako was dealt inside. They never allowed him.
I wouldn't have come out that day. I wouldn't have come out.
That day. Because if they had found something, they would have detained him and detained all of us. So I really didn't know what was happening, why the delay, why they were, they take him somewhere.
I was being delayed. Nobody was attending to me. They were taking me from room to room. I was wondering what is happening, and they were making phone calls.
Happening? Yes. Not until when the return for us found out nothing was there. That was thereafter they allowed Aloy to say mass. When Aloy came out, I was telling him this thing. He said, "Oh, is that why these people were delaying him? Because if they had found anything, we wouldn't have left DSS that day." I was boiling. I nearly killed Chimumechi for hand just because we were in DSS premises, inside DSS. There's nothing I didn't cause her that day and Ifeanyi Jofo. This is somebody, you people, somebody just, they want Mazi case to be complicated and want us to be jailed. The same Ifeanyi Jofo today is saying all manners of nonsense. Again, let me put this one again for Biafrans, the world to know. When Ifeanyi Jofo, when Mazi, after the Python dance, Ifeanyi Jofo knew that Mazi, like I said earlier, that I was the one personally accompanying Uchechi from Abuja to Umuahia, with Abuja, around 6:30 a.m. in the morning, drove from the land to Umuahia, where Mazi was somewhere in Umuahia. After Python dance, he was hiding.
Accompany or drive?
I drive, yes, to Umuahia. Now, Ifeanyi Jofo, knowing fully well that Mazi, all of us, we lawyers, we know after 5 months that yes, Mazi was saved and is hiding for safe, to be alive. Ifeanyi Jofo filed an application, mandamus. In that application, he was asking the court that the court should
Mandela, continue. Let me take a 2-3 minutes break. I'm coming back.
Okay. Yes. Ifeanyi Jofo was asking the court to give Nigeria or Nigeria army to produce Mazi dead or alive. This happened after Python has. That period, Mazi was hiding in Umuahia. He knew all these things. Now, when we will prepare that, we prepared that applications with, then I still with him. And now we are inside the vehicle going to, Federal High Court to file that application. Before God and man who made me and you, God in heaven bear me witness. I told Ifeanyi Ejiofor, say, this application is not in our favor. How can we now asking the court to grant or give Nigerian Army order to go and search and produce mass dead or alive when we know everything? Now, it means that if court grants such application, it means that now courts have empowered Nigerian Army, knowing fully well, just python that no court order, no court gave them order to see what they did. Now, when courts now has given them order to go and look for mass and producing dead or alive, it means that Nigeria will be going from house to house, even beyond. So in the name that they are looking for mass, the court have given them order. Then you know what this Nigerian will do. Many will be killed in the guise that courts have given them order to search and look for mass and producing dead or alive. I said this application is dangerous. It's not in our favor. You know how to stop. I just kept quiet. We went and filed that application. What saved us in that application? Because when Aloy came in and saw that application together with the SAN, in fact, they cry in Ghana language. They shouted, say, how could you find this kind of application? Asking court to grant Nigerian Army to produce Mazen and the car dead or alive. When we know, as at this time we are talking about, Maz is still in Nigeria. In fact, he's still in Umaya somewhere. So, what is the intention? What saved us was Binta personally told me, if I'm lying, let God punish me. In the occasion, I met Justice Binta. Binta said, when he was narrating, pointing out the good things he have done to us, he said that we know the application we brought to her, asking Nigeria Army to, produce mass data, that if he had granted that application to Nigeria Army, that we know what could have happened. Mazi would have been by now killed because so many casualties will happen. That's in her own wisdom. She denied that application, citing that the affidavit deposed by us. That is a public document. Whenever we type on it, we will say, Peter denied that application in the premises that the affidavit deposed in all the paragraphs of that affidavit did not in any way link Nigeria Army, in disappearance of Mazen Mandekar. Because in that application, we are saying that Ifeanyi Ejiofor is saying that Nigeria Army was the last people that had in contact with Mazen Mandekar. Therefore, they have the knowledge of where his whereabouts. They should produce him, dead or alive. So Binta, in her own wisdom, said in our affidavit deposed in support of the application, there is no in any paragraph that link Nigeria Army to the disappearance of Mazen Mandekar. Therefore, this application is hereby denied. I was very happy. When we said and Aloy Ejimako saw that application, they were thanking God. They say, if this application had granted, we would have finished. This is what if I'm lying, let him come out. This application is there, it's public documents. It's not something that anybody can come and they're talking rubbish. We don't talk. See, all this while, let me say this thing. All this while, we kept all these things silent, close our mouths. But what prompted us now to exposing all these things is these people now, upon all these their atrocities, they are the one that going to media and labeling us evil, tarnishing our image. Then the one that breaks the camel's back is the one that they recruited both Lol and Neka, even together with Uchechi, the wife of to come and start to attack Mazen Nandeka, the spring leader. A man that has suffered so much, a man that is, in fact, have paid a lot of price, the man that has no blame, a man that has been on the struggle, emancipation of his people. If he had, turned around to take all the promises, all the things that they were, all these things wouldn't have happened. But he stood his ground till tomorrow, fighting for the emancipation of the oppressed, the masses. And even for them, the same people are now come out. That is the point we know that they have crossed the Rubicon. So we must come and they expose a lot of things. Let me ask you, say something in the case of Uchechi. Ndị Igbo sị, nwunye m laga atụrụ onye m lara adịla mma ọ onye kpọrọ m ashị ya wụ ndị ahụ the best friend ya wụ ndị ahụ ndị ọla take instruction ele ihe wee ebumnobi da Maazị Ike Chimezie. Let me ask a true question. Oteno, your wife, that's now the best friend there who you are enemies. On the that is the best friends, that you move about with, you rely with, he takes instruction from. We knew very well that these people have done something evil to you that to the extent you sever your relationship with these people. But these are her best friends that here. So the lady will not be winning now. Why am I told you no more? The lady will not be a lady which is a rhetorical question. Let the Biafrans answer. So
Alefuno. Yeah. Understand that, Mecca? I know. Yeah.
Is my network better?
Yeah. Perfect.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, I think virtually they've said almost everything. And I only want to add again that it's unfortunate that we got Mazen Nandekano held down by a motion on notice filed for stay of execution. The Ministry of Justice filed that process, but unfortunately, the response that was filed by the then legal team, which I must confess, I was kind of partially part of, because sometimes they allow you come in, sometimes they don't allow you come in. So unfortunately, the affidavit or the counter affidavit, which was filed by Mazen Nandekano's legal team as at that time, fell short of the requirements of law, and because of that, the judgment of the court that originally discharged him was stayed. So it is not this current legal team that caused the stay of execution. It is that stay of execution that culminated into Mazen Nandekano remaining in detention up till today. But I must also inform all Biafrans that I personally, I have filed an application for enforcement of fundamental human rights of Mazen Nandekano, because from October 13th, when his discharge was granted, till the order for stay of proceedings was granted, there was no law holding Mazen Nandekano in detention. There was no order of court. There was no law whatsoever by which he was held within those periods. So Mazen Nandekano directed that we challenge it. We have filed that process long ago. And by the grace of God, on the 8th of June 2026, we are going to adopt our final written addresses on that. And if God blesses us, we get judgment on that, it will go a long way in determining a lot of things at the appeal courts. So that, having said that, I go back to the stay of proceedings, or the stay of execution of the judgment of the court. Ordinarily, there is no law under the criminal procedure that provides for stay of execution. So the Court of Appeal, staying execution of an order of the Court of Appeal, discharging Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was a novel thing. It has never happened before. There is no law in the criminal procedure that was used to grant such an order. The order was granted based on civil procedure, which is strange. There was an appeal filed against it at the Supreme Court. But unfortunately, at the Supreme Court, the legal team, of course, headed by Michael Zeko Meden, did not argue those appeals. They did not argue that particular challenge, that why would you use civil procedure rules to grant stay of execution in a criminal matter. That motion is still pending, or rather was dispensed with, because at a stage, the Court of Appeal, the Supreme Court asked if they were willing to go on with that particular application. They said no, they were not. So because of that, the Court of Appeal struck it out. Ordinarily, if my opinion was sought, I would have said we should attack that particular stay of proceedings. Let us have ruling on it. Let there be ruling on it so that it doesn't affect somebody else tomorrow. But as it is now, it can be used against any other person, not only Nnamdi Kanu, it can be used against any other person in any other proceedings. So the Court of Appeal now has a ruling that they can stay execution of the right of somebody. And for goodness sake, there is no, in Nigeria, once there is no charge against you, once you have not been said to have committed a crime, nobody should keep you in detention. But between 13th of October till 23 or 26th of October, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was detained on the basis of a stay of proceeding pending. Within that period, there was no single judgment existing anywhere. There was no single charge of any court existing anywhere. There was no reason by anybody to keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in detention. Okay, so that particular stay of proceeding was what messed up a lot of things. But people don't know. They're rather saying the legal team sent Mazi Nnamdi Kanu back to trial court. Okay, now Aloy Ejimako brought a lot of innovation to the entire case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The issue of extraordinary rendition is novel to us, like we said before. There is a pending application now at the Federal High Court in the same case against other persons who were party to those suits, which we have not moved yet. And that pending application is whether secession is a crime. We have checked the Nigerian laws. We have checked Nigerian dictionaries. We have checked legal dictionaries. We have checked legal jurisprudence. There is nowhere in Nigerian law, there is nowhere in Nigerian legal system that they say secession is a crime. There is nowhere. Secession is not a crime, because alleging that somebody conspired to succeed, you must prove that secession is first of all a crime before you cannot say there is a conspiracy to secession. So it was Aloy Ejimako that brought also that argument. We have developed it to the extent that we now filed it in court. We are ready to use it. Okay, we are now ready to use it. So I think basically Aloy is an asset to the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We've done our best in that matter. Whether Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was convicted at the trial court or not is not the fault of counsel at all. It's not the fault of counsel. At the end of Nation's case, at the end of the prosecution's, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu disengaged all the lawyers, including myself, including Aloy, including the senior advocates, Kanu Agabi, including Chief Chris Uche, and all the senior advocates, Paul Erokoro. Judo. So all the senior advocates and all of us who are junior lawyers, we were all disengaged. Mazen Kanu told the court that he wants to represent himself. So from the point of defense, Mazen Kanu personally took up the case by him November 20 till when he was till when we closed our case, or rather till when the prosecution closed their case sometimes last year in 2025. From that moment that the prosecution closed their case, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, definitely he has not opened any defense. He was arguing the various objections that he wanted to argue when the court foreclosed him and sentenced him. So we should bear that in mind. So for people saying it is the lawyers that took him back to trial, please get your facts correct. And I will ask Aloy Jimako to publish the ruling on stay of execution. He has a copy of that judgment. I would advise him now to publish it latest tomorrow or Monday morning. Publish it so that the whole world will see how we came about staying the execution of the freedom Mazen Nnamdi Kanu got. Thank you very much.
Yeah, okay, yeah, Barrister, please.
I want to say something.
Yeah.
I want to say something.
Yeah.
I want to ask something, please. Yeah. You know, I did not, this issue of stay of execution, both Vice-Chancellor Emeka and Aloy have dealt with it very well. They have dealt very well. The question Biafra should be asking Ifeanyi Ejiofor, who is now spreading fake informations or deceiving the gullible ones. Between the periods, the court of appeal discharged Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, like Vice-Chancellor Emeka rightly said. Mazen was not facing with any charge whatsoever. It means that there is not only charge before the court against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. What did Ifeanyi Ejiofor and Ozokomi did to see Mazen to release? Because by that discharge, Mazen is supposed to be a free man and go to his house. They didn't take any step. They didn't do anything. They waited till 8 days when the federal government came and served Mazen stay of execution. Another point, after Ifeanyi Ejiofor's affidavit on hearsay that granted that stay of execution, now using a civil process to now stay a criminal discharge, like Vice-Chancellor Emeka said, that it has never happened anywhere in this country. In our legal jurisprudence, in all no decided case precedents that can now back it up. Now, if Mike Ozokome SAN and Ifeanyi Ejiofor do now see that this is a kangaroo or this is something that has never happened in our legal jurisprudence, that is abnormal, what step did they take? Did they challenge it? The answer is no. Like if Vice-Chancellor Emeka rightly said, at the Supreme Court, when all this matter was, applications to it at the Supreme Court, what they did at the Supreme Court was they abandoned those areas. And even the court, I was in the Supreme Court the day this thing, when the court were asking them, are they going to take move their application on it? The court was talking and they said no. They now on their own abandon those laws, and the Supreme Court strike those things out. That is where we found ourselves. The blunders they committed. So people who commit the blunders are the same people coming out to now come and deceive the world that we are the one that sent Brazil to prison today. But that is, let the Biafrans, let the exposition, because there are many more things. We cannot finish this tonight. If we open a lot of things, people will go crazy. I'm telling you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, because Barrister Nemeke Ejiofor, I have a question for you, sir. No?
Yes.
Sam Ezekome is a son, and we know his pedigree in law. Are you telling me, or did Sam Ezekome don't know the implication of that affidavit by Ifeanyi Ejiofor? Or did he not also know that civil listing is not supposed to use on Onyendu's case? Or is it intentionally for him? He's a son. We know this man is very hot. So please let me hear. Explain to us.
Two good heads are better than one. Two good heads are better than one. San Ezekome is very intelligent lawyer, a very successful lawyer, but he does not know everything. He's not God. You know, the Bible says even from the mouth of the little baby, something intelligent, something wonderful is revealed. Okay? So the fact that somebody is a senior advocate does not mean that he knows everything. Sometimes you may get wisdom and understanding or knowledge through small lawyers like me and Mandela and Aloy. If only you're able to tolerate and able to listen, you know, to other people's opinion. So I believe it might be an oversight. I do not think he did it on purpose. It might be an oversight. It may not have occurred to him that this is what has happened in the papers that were prepared and given to him. So I do not think he did it on purpose. I think it was an oversight on his part because he blocked other people from helping. Because if he had thrown that document open, I'm sure somehow somebody would have pointed it out. You know, because there is no how Ezekome, who just came into the matter, can inform you that Mazen Nankano was rendition, when you could have gotten that information directly from Mazen Nankano. If only you said Mazen Nankano informed me. It's a different thing than Sam, senior advocate of Nigeria, got information from Nankano and now informed me.
You know? Yeah. Okay. Because you know, I beg to disagree with you. You know, because when we are growing up, the first thing I could say, 1 + 1 is 2.
It's equals to 2.
1 + 1 is equals to 2.
It's an elementary.
I remember something. Okay, a son, someone like a Ezekome, and remember that very day, Ezekome was not in court. He went to America.
Yes.
He traveled to America. Ifeanyi Ejiofor moved to Southeast. They leave the junior lawyer. Now, are you telling me, Barrister, that this common issue that a whole son will not know about this? A whole son will not know about it. When somebody
I'm saying it's possible. We're not God, and I can tell you this is what I found out from him. But I'm thinking generally that it is possible that he didn't. Ordinarily, if he was true, that this information is not true, or that this information is hearsay, it offends the Evidence Act. But it is possible he didn't critically look at the document. Maybe an oversight. Maybe he trusted the juniors who worked with him. Certainly not. We didn't work with him on that direction.
Okay, can I say something?
Okay,
yes.
He just zoomed off to court.
Yes.
He just zoomed off to court. You know, so that, and you know, Mandela told you he's working with his sons and with his children.
Yes, like Vice Dan Emeka rightly said that 2 heads are better than one. And he also said that because we were thrown aside, we are not carried along. So probably it might have escaped from here. But that is not the justification or correct position, because even if we are not there, they throw us out. But also come have legions of lawyers in his office, both even senior advocates, because the one is sent to court that day to go and receive the judgment. You understand? Also work with him. He has other SAN in his office. He has junior ones in his office. The same thing. If I Jofo, he has lawyers, them that are prepared that are affidavit. He has lawyers in his office too. But Chinwu Meche, you understand? And other lawyers that are working with Ifeanyi Ejiofor. So it's not the issue of they didn't know, because it's not only Ifeanyi that prepared that and whatever. He have so many lawyers in his office. The same thing. Chief Mike also have many lawyers in his office. So they all, prepared that application. He went through them. You cannot tell me that this is an elementary aspect of law, that even a law student at the university, not even a law school, at the university, is a basic elementary law, courses in the university, that you don't depose hearsay evidence. Hearsay evidence is inadmissible. We did it in criminal law. Criminal law is a course at the university level, not even at the law school. So a student at the university know this thing very well. So you can't tell me that a whole lawyers at that pedigree, with all the genius working with them, all these things are oversight.
Because mgbe ọ na-apụta na-ekwu okwu about this kedu afọ this Nnaemeka and nke a na-akpọ kedu afọ ya na ọha na-abọ n'ebe a, look at ife nna achọta special day anyị ji sị ka ntinye ka unu ji ntị unu ka unu nwala ebe iwe m si ọkwa gị na-asị m close onya. Just imagine a lawyer, lawyer Wadida Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Imagine even lawyer Wadida Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na-ekwu n'ọnụ. Imana Wadida Maazị Nnamdi Kanu is alone life from the beginning. Wadida Maazị Nnamdi enwe lawyer.
Okay, hold on. Then, if they have realized it that is a mistake from them, why did Ifeanyi Ejiofor continue to blackmail the rest lawyers that they send Maazị to prison? Why?
Well, it's unfortunate. See, there is some. I didn't really want to go directly against anybody, but it's unfortunate when lawyers, come to the public to make a disparaging statement against fellow lawyers over a case that was either won or lost. Okay. Because when you do that, you expose yourself. You expose yourself to so many things. If for instance, you have been debriefed of a matter, as far as I'm concerned, if you have debriefed me of a matter, I wash my hand completely off, and I will not make any statement on that matter to anybody. Look at Chief Michael Zekome. He was debriefed. So from that day to today, he has never made any public statement on the matter. Look at Chief Kanu Agabi. Chief Kanu Agabi was debriefed twice. Yes. And each time you debrief him, he'll tell you, okay, no problem. He will pack his things and go, and he will never make statement on that matter. Look at Prof. Dr. Onyechi Bazu, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, one of the best brilliant senior advocates we have in the whole of the Southeast, if not in the whole of Nigeria. You bring people, he comes away. But my friend and my brother, well, I don't know, maybe because he's too close to.
Yeah, Barrister.
Maybe because
Barrister, I'm mature. Maybe one day, just take good time. Keep on TikTok. Give the level of blackmail on you guys and also on Kanu's family. Just get give even Ochicha Melive Boloke. Ochicha Melive Boloke on the one side. Other people are mala. Just take your time and enter TikTok. Careful the level of blackmail on these innocent people. Careful.
I read one that was posted by one of your DOS members, where they quoted my brother and my friend Ifeanyi Ejiofor that we are the fake lawyer, that we are lawyers who didn't go for tutelage and all those things. We are lawyers who don't know anything. I just laughed because to me, it's childish. It's like you are begging. Oh, I'm begging to be recalled back into a matter that have been debriefed. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me.
Okay.
If somebody has debriefed you, just go away. But if you keep crying and crying, then somebody somewhere would ask, what is really your interest in this whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like I said before, we are lawyers, and I want as much as possible to be very professional in anything I do with respect to my work.
Yeah.
When anything that concerns my work, I try to be very professional. And that is why, following the rules of professional conduct, I cannot disparage a colleague, a fellow lawyer. It's not possible. It's not in my character. But if it's in anybody's character, the person can continue. But I know and I've seen where the body of the Legal Professional Disciplinary Committee has suspended a lawyer for 2 years because of such comments and such write-ups. So, but I don't think I want to do that to anybody.
Our friend and your brother will be doing this thing, yes.
Yeah. Because regional coordinator from all the way from America, Mazi Chiezoku. On here, you can one question what you do. Then before I went now as because Master Prophet, I'm So please, please, Freedom, turn your camera, please. Freedom, turn on your camera. Let's see your camera, please, Freedom, because we accept people with camera. I want our camera on because I will take you down, please. Can you turn your camera, please, Freedom?
You see. Eme nwa ka emere ibe obi ade ya mma onya nwa ihe a na-ekwu maka ya ọ na-eme accept ndị nwere kamera mana these two lawyers kwuru okwu kịta nwere kamera mana o mere accept just because of na our lawyer.
Question for you or just Itioya, go on.
The question is not even the issue.
Yeah.
I will have to thank all the whole barristers for standing their ground, even when they were intimidated. Not really intimidated, but when everything, the odds was almost against them, they stood with our leader Mazen and they stood firm. And I will equally say thank you to our lawyer Jimako, a wonderful lawyer he is, Mandela, and Barrister
Nnameka
Ejiofor. It is not easy, but we thank you all. There was a time I was talking to my fellow regional coordinator Mazin in the room. I was saying that I don't know if you guys are still going to hold firm, because we knew what was going on and we knew what the government was doing by trying to intimidate you guys, trying to force you guys to do what you don't want to do. But at the end of the day, you guys stood firm. I'm just grateful, and I thank you all. It's not easy.
We know all the things China Sanwo-Olu has been doing. We know how they caused so much havoc in our place. We know how every time Onyendu want to go to court and China Sanwo-Olu will come the following week and start telling the Nigerian government indirectly on what to do. You know, we know this.
You are very correct.
We're not stupid. We know all this. And every time he will come and intimidate and try and intimidate our lawyer, for what reason? You know, and they did what they planned or what they did, but unfortunately for them, they didn't know that they were people that was going to stand firm and refuse to be shaken. You know, but like my thanks just goes to you guys and our able brother, father, and mother-in-law, our Greek leader, and
Master Prophet and Divine Mother,
the husband,
yeah.
Master Prophet. Thank you so much. We knew when you stood firm for him, and you were saying all the things you were saying, but we could not say anything because our hands were tied. Because we've not gotten direct instruction from Onyendu to say anything until Onyendu now released us. That was when we now started talking. We thank God for today that they have not been able to survive and succeed in what they planned. And in fact, they have lost out. They've lost out. So, I will say thank you to Mazi Ismezu. I call him the archive minister. He has everything.
Yes.
You know, he has everything in his beck and call. He archives everything very well. So whenever I need something, I call upon him and he will provide the video. You know? So at the end of the day, I can authoritatively tell you that we won the war.
Yes. Yeah.
We have won.
Yeah.
Now what they are doing is that they're just scratching the surface.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they can't do anything.
Yeah.
And I thank our great leader. He's a wonderful man. Someone that God uses and has used him greatly and to do some certain things. And he will continue to use him until he comes out and come out victoriously.
Yeah.
And nothing will happen to him. Peradventure, anybody will say that our Onyendu will not come out. He will be the one not to come out from everywhere he is.
You say?
Or she is.
Yeah.
Not in offer.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I thank you guys. All these things, I don't really know what to ask you guys because I know practically what was going on. And the fight was taken to them too. But at the end of the day, they called us 5%. We stood our ground. They called us a method of conduct.
Yeah.
We stood our ground. We use our chest and chest is
yeah.
very well.
And now they call us flying monkeys.
Flying monkeys. So they called us miscreants.
No. And only thing this name, what our leader, our wife, Uchechi, all those names, but you so bad the law.
I am back.
Now, the White Council, I can never go. I ain't not going to make you problem, but I not going to make you.
No, I want us to talk for 24 hours. Unless you promise to bring us back at a future date. I still have a lot more to say. I have a lot behind. A lot has gone south. People have to speak with bravery and confidence. I'm not going to take any prisoners. I'm going to tell the world the whole truth and nothing but the truth. I'm not going to make excuses that decide to misbehave. I'm going to call them out.
West Council.
Every one of us, we have our own emotions. Onyendu's rendition traumatized me. Mazi Mandela here and Emeka will bear me out. I lived in a hotel for almost 5 years.
Yes.
Okay, and I spent over 15 million paying hotel bills and eating hotel food. So I was traumatized. A lot of times, I would be very ill. They know, this my colleagues know, I'll be very sick, but I'll still be carrying the cross of the case and still maintain my sanity and keep my emotions in check. And I will not go rogue and crazy and start and become a misbehaving adult. These people were adults, double adults, and they decided to misbehave. So everything they did, I'm here to call it out on this platform and any platform that I'm invited. And I have only one purpose, and one purpose only, to protect our client against the lies being issued against him. His case is still in court. His case is sub judice, but they are saying so many terrible things that could affect his case. How would you expect the system to respect a man that his wife is going about and exhibiting hostility towards him? Wherever she is tonight, I want her to have a change of behavior. You are belittling your husband and your husband in a that is battling. We begin to disrespect him.
It's too late.
How can the system, when I talk about the system, the judiciary is part of it. They are part of it. How can you expect the system to respect Mazen Nandekano if those who call themselves leadership, DOS, disrespect him openly and attack him and call him a womanizer and embezzler of money and everything? And these judges are hearing this, and the political leadership of the country that is currently considering very seriously the alternative and option of political resolution, of which, Master Prophet, at least will have some ideas, if not directly from me, but from Kanunta and Prince. And of course, the Kanu family is close to Lexoti and all that. He is the beacon, the vanguard of all these things about political solution. So how do you expect the system to look at Onyendu with respect and everything, confidence, if the people that call themselves leaders and IPOB and they're issuing statements under the name of IPOB disparaging Onyendu as
Ayanapu before Abiaha na okwu siri ike asị nke unu nụrụtụ ihe wi iwe m because unu no fom na-agwa nna na ndị a ọrụ ka o nwere nna na these people and the Maxwell they not even master prophet
to order. I am not disrespecting anybody. I have not disparaged anybody on this platform, on this program. I've only spoken the truth, but the truth, and very strongly. And I have condemned bad behavior wherever it occurred. And if anything anybody has done to deserve my praise, I will praise that person. And I've told the people, I mean, when DOS began to tell the world through their minions and everything, they were saying stuff like the legal team they are paying, and they were calling my name. if my colleagues in the legal team are unwilling to speak out as I'm doing, I think there is a reason. I was in the center of the storm.
Biko, I am maka because anything I don't understand. I'm gonna be buying I don't know. Nekenanya ka ụmụ nwoke si akọ akụkọ. Just imagine. A whole lawyer. Ụmụnne m ekene m ụnụ, anyị anakpọ m. Asị m ka Chukwu oke abịa ma gọziere m ụnụ. Chekwara m ụnụ maka o teene nọ n'ala ha ụla. Ntetekwa aka ka na-ekwu. So ọ gbazighị na ya enweghị kọtinyere ala ahụ jigo m. Achọrọ m ịnakpọ, achọghịzi m ya because onwere anything ọnwụ na mmụtara n'ihe akọrọ ebe a awụ na abịa gosi anyị the kind of capacity of lawyers ha ọgwụ. Ụmụnne m ka ọ dị n'echi niile, happy Heroine Day or Hero Day ma kachifo na ụmụ aja ka ọ dị n'echi.